Hello everybody, welcome back to another Hits, Misses, and Maybes. Today we're talking about all of the things that I tried in the month of November that I loved, I hated, and I felt kind of neutral about. Let's dive in. Before we dive into my hits, misses, and maybes, I want to hear from you. What's something that you tried this month that you absolutely loved? Let me know in the comments below and I will try it out soon. And as always, if there's something that you would like me to try and put on the list of hits, misses, and maybes, put that in the comments below as well and I will make sure to give it a shot. Stay tuned to the end of the video where I'm going to share with you an unexpected snack that has been one of my favorite things that I tried this month. We're going to start with our maybes this month, but I'm gonna be honest, most of my maybes could have also been a hit. Like, there wasn't really anything negative about them as much as like, would I spend the money on them again? I don't know. So the first maybe that I have is my kitchen organizational items. I have bought a decent amount of these throughout the year, so I didn't buy all of them in November, but I have like fridge bins, we have bins in the cabinets. I got some shelves to go in the cabinets for pans and lids and things like that. And the reason they're a maybe is because it's one of the things that has brought me more joy this month than anything else. Just kind of really getting our kitchen corralled so that I can reach up and just grab a bin in the kitchen and everything is set. The reason it's a maybe is because it's kind of pricey. So each of these bins are kind of weirdly expensive for what you're getting. And so is this something that I would necessarily say everyone should do this? I don't know, but I do think it's something that I deeply enjoyed, and the ones that we got for the cabinets and the top and the under cabinets that really kind of helped corral our Tupperware shelves and our pans and our pantry items, like that has been one of the best things that I've done this month. But is it worth the money? You know, if they're hidden in your cabinets anyway, I don't know. The second maybe I have for you this month is our book light. Again, this is another hit for me. I will say that like I love having this because with Obi and I, we go to bed at different times. We both like to read before bed. It's just a little too bright. Light is like the one thing that will keep me up. And so having each of us have our book light is so nice. The one we got, it clips on the back, it's flat, it's like nice and bendy. I ended up splurging for, I think these were like $15, and I thought like, oh, it'll be nice and flat, and there's 3 light settings. And the reality is that like a $4 one or a $5 one would have been just as good. Like, I didn't need to go a little extra on this one. This was something that like the lowest common denominator for a book light would have been fine. So that's kind of the reason it's a maybe to me. The third maybe is, I don't know how to pronounce this, the Laneige lip mask. It's like the sleeping mask you put on your lips. This thing is all over YouTube. Like, every YouTuber and Instagrammer that I follow like loves this lip mask. Will say that I like it. I like it a lot. I don't know that I like it enough to pay for it again. There's 2 things that I don't like about it that kind of make it a hit or miss for me. One, it's a pot, so you kind of like use your finger, which just, I think it just feels like germy to me, and you know, eventually it gets goopy and weird, whereas I usually use the GlossierBalm.com, and those are in like a tube like this, where you can just squeeze it out and you don't have to go all in there. The second thing about it is that the scents and the flavors aren't my favorite. Like, the one that's most popular is a berry. They have a mint, which is my preference, but it's like a chocolate mint, which isn't my thing. And it's kind of pricey. Like, it's pretty expensive for what you're getting. I don't know exactly how much I paid. Let's find out. Yeah, it's $22 for lip balm. Like, that's a reach. So yeah, no, and I like it. So I will say that like it feels like it's nice on my lips. I like the balm.coms because they protect your lips, but this actually feels like it's actually like nourishing them as well. Whereas balm.com doesn't necessarily feel like it's adding benefits, more so it just feels like it's protecting it. The Laneige, I don't know how to say it, feels like it's actually nourishing your lips, so that's cool, but not $22 worth of cool by any means. Like, y'all, we would be just as fine using some Carmex, just as fine using some Burt's Bees. I feel like even balm.com, like I love it and I repurchase it all the time. I think I get 3 of those for the price of 1 of this lip mask, and they last me forever, like a year. So I don't think I'll repurchase, but I do like it. All right, let's get into the misses for the month. I got a new water bottle. Here's the thing. The reason I like it is because it's big and it has the times marked off on it, so I can kind of keep track of like where I'm at in terms of water consumption. The reason it's on the misses is because 1, it's in milliliters, which is fine, but it's just harder for me to keep track of how much water I've consumed, like how much is actually in it. I finally did the math, and for me to drink the amount of water that I want to drink, I need to drink 3 of them a day, but it's marked off only until 5 p.m., meaning that like it has 1 round for the morning, 1 round for the afternoon, and then the 3rd bottle doesn't have a round. So it kind of sets you up to only drink 2 bottles of water, and I need 3, so the mindset trick didn't work for me. And in order for it to work, I would have to kind of write on the bottle like the things, the 3rd times, which I might as well just write on any bottle. I didn't think the bottle itself was pretty enough to warrant like that purchase. I would much rather have a water bottle that was like in the future big enough to, I could just drink 2 of them and then I could write on it myself, just the markers. So I felt like it wasn't a total miss, but it wasn't a win either. Maybe it's more of a maybe, but I wouldn't tell you to buy it. The second thing that did not work for me this month, we built a charging station in our home, and the first charging setups that we bought, I bought 3 of them, 1 for Obi, 1 for me, and 1 for our kiddo. And when we went to put our iPads and our laptops on there, it just kind of like broke it. Like it just kind of toppled over. It just wasn't sturdy enough. I liked it because it had like a little pocket for our AirPods, a little place for my Apple Watch, and then it looked like we'd be able to stack like our phone, our laptop, our iPad like in next to each other, and it would be really succinct, but it didn't work the way I hoped it would. I will share with you the ones that we did get that did work in just a minute. And the 3rd miss is the Kiehl's toner that I bought. You'll likely see this in a skincare routine coming up because I'm gonna use it until it's empty, because it's not harmful, but it's not super nourishing. Like I don't see it doing anything for my skin at all. I think it's just like a very gentle, basically water kind of situation going on. The reason it's a miss for me is because it's green, which I thought was like a more natural kind of green, because the bottle itself is darker. And so it makes it look more herbal, but actually when you put it on your cotton pad, it's really just like green dye. And that seems unnecessary. Like it's just done for aesthetics, and I don't like that. So that was a miss. I wish I'd bought something that felt more nourishing. If you have a toner that you love or like an essence that you love, let me know in the comments below. I'd like to try it. So let's get into our hits for the month of November. So the first one, this one's funny because I shared with you the Brazilian Bum Bum cream, and that I had done the spray and I had gotten the body wash. And I think that was a maybe before because I like it, but I was saying that the scent's a little strong, a little intense for me. It grew on me. Now I'm just used to it now, so the scent doesn't feel so kind of overpowering, and I actually really love it. And so when I went to buy a new body scrub, I bought the Bum Bum scrub, and I bought the big guy. So I got like a tub of it, and it is great. Like when I think about scrubs, especially sugar scrubs, my concern is if it leaves like a sticky film on my skin afterwards and I feel like tacky. It doesn't do that at all. It actually leaves your skin feeling so soft. And with the size of the tub, I feel like I can really just go in there and scoop it and just put it all over, and it leaves your skin feeling incredible. It's kind of like my once a week big shower body day thing, and I love it. And then pairing that with the Bum Bum cream afterwards, you just feel like you bathed in milk and everything in the world is going to be okay. So those are the 2 things that I really recommend from their lineup. I could take or leave the body wash, honestly, and I could take or leave the body spray, but it has like a little bit of an alcohol scent to it. But the cream and the scrub, I think those are going to be in my routine for a while. The second hit for the month is we got a new nightlight. This is something that I saw on TikTok. It was like a lot of adults were doing it, a lot of teenagers and college students were doing this. They got this like projector off of Amazon and they put it in their room, and it kind of projects the stars everywhere, and it is magical. It like transforms his room completely. Every single night when we do bedtime songs, and we just put that on, and it's just the most relaxing thing. And there's no And there's no like dramatic light source in his room. So there's plenty of light so he doesn't get like spooked, but it's not like there's like one bright light that's keeping him awake. So that's been really, really nice. Okay, the third thing, we're getting into the charging stations that actually worked for us this month. So after the ones that I got didn't work at all, I replaced them with new charging stations. With these new bamboo stations, and I ended up just getting two, one for Obi and one for me, and then I put the other one in the kiddo's room for him to be able to charge in the old station because he didn't need like what we needed as much. So we just set up a charging station. It has all of Obi's school books on it, and then it also has our two charging stations, which we have all of our cords can kind of go into it, and it has a magnetic lid, and so it's perfectly paired up together to where all the cords are kind of tucked away pretty nicely, and we just use an extension cord and all is well with the world. And this is in our dining room, which is so nice for us because that means like our phones are never by our bed. We each have an alarm clock for waking up in the morning if we need it, and our phones, our iPads, they all just have a home where they live and they go, which we've been needing for quite a while now. And the final thing, the final hit for the month is the unexpected snack that I told you about that I've become really obsessed with, is seaweed snacks. So this month I've tried out seaweed snacks. I've tried them before and I like them, but I hadn't really given them much of a chance. But I, this month, ordered them randomly at the store and just am obsessed. I got the wasabi the first time and loved. And then now I'm trying the salt and vinegar. I also really enjoy. I think I like the wasabi better. They're pretty spicy, but the spice goes away really quickly, so it's not like it's affecting your taste buds, but they're so good. And so just like, well, if I'm like really hungry and it's not time to eat yet, I'll just kind of snack on the seaweed snacks, or I can add them to ramen. There's like so much that you can do with them, but that's my favorite snack from the month of November. Those are my hits, misses, and maybes for the month of November, and stay tuned for December's and for Vlogmas coming up starting December 1st. There will be a new vlog on the channel every day from December 1st to Christmas Day. So come hang out with me and do the holiday season with me right here on YouTube. As always, I will see you in the next one. Have a good one.